Alright guys, I think we're live. What's going on? James here. Gotta change the name of the live stream. Can't believe I forgot to do that here. My bad, y'all. But just gonna have a little live stream here for an hour. Just got back from Tampa. Figured I'd hang out with you guys. We can hang out, talk about some Bucs football for a little bit. Let me quickly change the name of the live stream. Gotta change the thumbnail. Can't believe I forgot to do that. But, you know, whatever. It happens. Let me see. Let me see here. Hello. Hello, Ethan. What's up? Don't mind me. Gotta change the thumbnail. There we go. Sweet. What's going on, guys? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. There we go. Everything's changed. So, Ryan, Ethan, Mad, Matthew, Hepker, how are you guys? Frank, what's going on? Hope you guys are well. Bucs break your heart, it's okay. We're just gonna hang out, talk about some Bucs stuff today. It's kind of hang out, really. You guys can see in the back my Shaq Barrett shirt, but you'll notice some additions to it. There you go. I'll let you guys figure that one out for yourselves. Just got back from Tampa. I have a little bit of like a surprise here. I went to a store that sells like autographed stuff, and in this envelope there is a picture of a player that is signed, and it's a mystery which one it is. I paid $10 for it at a store, so we'll see what player it is later on in the live stream here. I'm probably gonna hang out for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. We'll see. But hope everybody's well. DZ, how are you? Hope you guys are well. Cam, how are you? Went to the Shaq Barrett signing. If you guys didn't see on the community tab, Shaq Barrett did have a autograph signing today. Got the Shaq Barrett shirt signed. The plan right now is to get this put in a frame and get it put right there. Right in that open spot right there is where the Shaq shirt will be. So it'll always be in videos. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Let me see. JT, how are you, man? Hope you're well. Bucs need O-line. Bucs need a lot of stuff. Honestly, Bucs need a lot of stuff. Will Shaq go back to his dominant ways? Yeah. He's at 10.5 right now. He's at 10.5 right now. We signed a defensive end. We signed Sam Acho. Long-time NFL veteran. He's nine years in the league. So, very good, man. Rawl, what's up? We need Trent Williams. I'll admit Shaq Barrett was your man from the beginning. Love Shaq Barrett, Eric. Love Shaq Barrett. I got the picture with him. I'll be posting that on the community tab later on tonight. I was so happy I got to meet him. I was so happy. Went to the meet and greet today. Saw him. Got the shirt signed. I'm going to get that framed. That'll be sweet. Just a little bit of an update for you guys. I learned this at the event, if you guys are interested. If you guys are interested, Ronald Jones will be doing a signing in the same place in the mall the 18th. So 2 weeks from now, basically. 2 weeks from now, Ronald Jones will be doing a signing at the Tampa International Mall. So if you guys want to go, get something signed, get a photo with him, it'll be at the Tampa International Mall the 18th. So, yeah, hope to see a lot of you guys there. I'll be there for that one as well. Gonna hang out, get a signing from Ronald. Gonna get a photo with him. It'll be cool. Hope to see some of you guys there. What's up, Kendall? How are you? That's a good joke. What's the record you predict we finish? Well, originally I predicted 10-6. That's probably not gonna happen. Definitely, probably not gonna happen. But I don't know. Maybe we finish 8-8. That'd be nice. Maybe 8-8 would be nice in my opinion. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. I rarely get things right, but I was happy we got that, or I was happy I got that one right. Steven, I met Devin White yesterday, because Gabby wanted to go to the mall, and I just was, basically what happens is, when I go to Tampa International Mall with Gabby goes and looks around and shops. I'm not a big fan of shopping, so I just sit there on my phone, in those little chairs, in between the stores, you know? How, like, outside of the stores they have those sitting areas. So I was just sitting there on my phone. I was actually watching a Bruce Arians press conference yesterday. And I looked up and saw somebody walk by me, and I said, wait, that kind of looks like Devin White. And I went, oh my God, wait, I think that is Devin White. So I got up, walked over, and I said, hey man, you're Devin White. And he had his AirPods in, and he went, yeah man, I'm Devin White. And I said, oh, I'm James, man, nice to meet you. I shook his hand. We talked for like 30 seconds, and got a photo with him, man. I actually told him, it's funny, my hands get really shaky because I get really, really nervous when I meet players. So I actually told Devin White, hey man, can you take the photo? My hands get shaky. Super awkward. I'm very awkward around people who are famous. So it was weird, man. It was super awkward. It was funny, but I'm awkward. So it was great. I was awkward around Shaq too. Basically what had happened was I went in initially and I said, hey man, can you sign this? And he was like doing a ton of signings tonight. He was doing a ton of signings for stuff. And I got that signed, and I didn't get a photo at first. I left, and I went and I got food. About 45 minutes later, I said, man, I really want a photo with Shaq Barrett holding up the shirt. So I told my friend who I drug along with me, I said, hey, let's just wait until Shaq Barrett's done signing stuff and then ask him. And that's what we did. And it was super awkward because I literally just waited until he was done. He literally had all the time in the world, and I didn't want to bother him so badly. I just waited till they were done, and I said, hey Shaq, and I walked up behind him and yelled for him when he was leaving the store. And I said, hey man, can I get a photo with you? I don't mean to bother you, but you know, he was with his friend, I think. And yeah, we held up the shirt and took the photo, and I'm awkward around players, guys. That's pretty much confirmed. So 2 awkward Buccaneers player experiences for me 2 days in a row. It's going great. So, you know. Thank you, Patrick, for the podcast. Love, greatly appreciate it. Man, Patrick, I appreciate your comments, by the way, on videos. Your comments are very in-depth, man. You give a lot of analysis, and I appreciate that. I read everybody's comments. I read every single comment, and I love all of them. And Patrick, yours are very in-depth, so I definitely appreciate that. Any idea why Ryan Smith got no playing time last game? I mean, he got special teams playing time. I think that's just what they view him as, is a special teams player. So it's interesting. Do I think we will re-sign Peyton Barber? Honestly, probably not. Probably not. He probably wants to go to a different team. Going into next year, who are you good with us keeping in the secondary? I would say keep Edwards, keep Adams, keep Andrew Adams, that is. Keep Jordan Whitehead. Probably keep Justin Evans, depending if he can play or not. I would say keep Carlton Davis, keep Sean Murphy-Bunting, keep Jamel Dean. And MJ Stewart and VH3 I probably wouldn't keep, right now at least, just given their circumstances. So, yeah, man. New Year's, same Bucks. What's up, Rob? How are you, man? Kendall, thank you for the love for the channel, man. Greatly appreciated. Ronald Jones, the starting running back. Indeed. White is going to be a beast. White is absolutely going to be a beast. Trade down. Hey, what's going on, Buccaneers? Bruce, how are you, man? Patrick, if you fly in, I'm going to be at that game, actually. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to be there, so it'll be fun, Dan. I'm going to the Cardinals game this Sunday. I'm going to the Texans game as well. So that should be fun. Would I sign Winston to a max deal? Not right now, no. I would give him the franchise tag right now, personally. If I was Jason Light, I would give him the franchise tag. That's what I think. Let me see. I wouldn't even ask because I'd be too nervous. Yeah, Ethan, man, I get nervous, man. I get nervous. It's funny because I'm older than Devin White, and I still get nervous, you know? It's just weird. It's weird. Is Will Golson in a contract year? I have no idea. Hey, Devin, take this photo for me, man. My hands are shaky. That's basically what I said to him. I said, hey, man, can you take this photo? My hands are shaky. That's what I said. Get nervous. You know? Happens. Happens to the best of us. What's up, Brogum? How are you? Only Buccaneers player I ever met was Hardy Nickerson. That's a good player to meet, though. It's a good player to meet. MJ Stewart equals bust. Yeah, he's been inactive. I don't expect him to be back. I'm surprised he hasn't been. He might even be cut before the season's done. Honestly, you know. Who should we get in the draft? I have no idea. I have really not been paying attention to the draft. Not at all. Ryan Smith might be the best gunner in the NFL. He honestly might, Andre. He honestly might. That's literally the only reason he's on the roster right now is because he's so good at special teams. You met Mike Evans at the mall, Ethan? That's awesome. I would be very nervous to talk to Mike Evans. We need a left guard, right guard, and backup center, James. George, I would say we don't need a left guard. Because we have Alex Kappa there. Left guard, sorry, we have Ali Marpet. Right guard, we have Alex Kappa. Backup center, I would agree with. I would say we need a right tackle. For sure. For sure, we need a right tackle. So, yeah, man. Patrick, if you come over from Houston, man, hit me up at the game. That'd be awesome. Should we go cornerback or O-line in the first round? O-line. Easy. O-line. The Shaq meeting was fun. Kaiser, the Shaq meeting was fun. In fact, he was busy, man. He was signing a lot of stuff. Shaq was. And he was signing it for the store. The store that he was signing for, the store that he was in, he was holding the meeting for, they sell autographed items. So Shaq would sign like a bulk amount of items. They would take those items, put them in a box, and I asked them, I said, hey, are you guys going to sell these later? And they go, oh yeah, we're going to sell them later. So I may buy a Shaq Barrett thing that's signed and do a giveaway later on. We'll see. I'm not going to promise anything, but they have a lot of Shaq Barrett signed stuff. I saw Shaq Barrett. His arm must be sore. He signed so much stuff. It was incredible. But yeah, it was awesome meeting Shaq Barrett. You guys know how much I love Shaq Barrett. Who would we sign? Shaq, JPP, and Sue. We would probably sign Shaq. Shaq's so good. If you could sign two, sign Shaq and JPP. What's my opinion on the 4th and 5th wide receivers last game? Not enough. We didn't see anything from Matthias. We need to see more. We need to see more balance in the passing game. For sure, we need to see more balance. I think it'll just help. Not that, throwing to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's a bad thing. It works. But I think you need more depth there. We lost a lot of depth this past offseason. So, we need more. We definitely need more. We can win games. Franchise tag, literally $30 million, and you would give it to him. Well, I thought the franchise tag was 23. Is it not 23? I thought the franchise tag was the average of what all the players of the position are making. If it's 30, I don't know if I would give him the franchise tag. I thought the franchise tag was like 23 or 27 million. I thought it was like 23 or 27 million. Start a franchise on Madden and see who needs a contract. There you go. Will Golston in the contract year. We need to move up. No longer call Leftwich Sandwich. Call him Lefty. There you go. Bucs are 1-5. Oh, I saw that stat, Steven. That's a terrible, terrible stat. When will Justin Evans return? He was dope. I have no idea. Skeleton, I see you, man. He hasn't had time. 3 coaches in 5 years. Andrew Sendejo? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Probably not. They're probably not going to sign him. BA said SMB is our best corner right now. I would say Carlton Davis, personally, but I'm biased, so... Carlton Davis is hurt. I think he has a hip injury. I think. It only sidelined him for last game. I think he should be back next game. Yeah, we should have re-signed Humphries, man. I mean, I wish we could have, but he's making $10 million. There's no way. We need tackles. Bro, Mike is so tall. I think he's like 6'6". Yeah, I'm 6'1", so he's a lot taller than even me. I met Rondé Barber and Lynch in 97 in Tampa Bay. Well, that's awesome, Patrick. I would love to talk to those guys. Move Donovan Smith to right tackle and draft a left tackle. Honestly, not a bad idea. I mean, we need we need a big-time left tackle, man. Like, big time. We don't need a quarterback, so we extended it to 25 years. You should do a series or a video of his draft record. I have done it before. I do it on Raw. I think I did more of an in-depth look on Twitter for that one. I may do a full video. We'll see. It is a good idea. I really like that idea. I will write that down. I wish Antonio Brown... Oh, my God, yeah. Bringing in Antonio Brown, that would have been crazy. That's all good, Patrick. I'll drag Gabby along. We can all watch the game together. It'll be wonderful. No, I don't believe that Jameis 1 of 1 is Jason Light's burner account. I've talked to Jameis 1 of 1 before. It's not Jason Light. Jameis 1 of 1 is not Jason Light. I wish it was. I wish it was, because that would be awesome. And I would ask him to please give me a job. But it's not. It's not Jason Light. Need a lockdown corner. Should have traded for a wide receiver 3. Definitely a lockdown corner. What's going on, Ty? How are you, man? Yeah, Kwan's out for the year for San Francisco. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Thank you for the haircut, love, man. Appreciate you. Hargraves is the bust, so we need a corner. Yeah, bro. Nice cut, James. Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you. Franchise tag for James would be 26. Yeah, 26 isn't terrible in my opinion. It's only $3 more million than what he's making right now. I will trade anybody on the team for a number 1 corner. Anyone? I don't know if I would trade anyone. I wouldn't trade Mike Evans for most players in the league. I wouldn't trade Mike Evans for, man. Just for what not just for how good he is, but for what he represents to this team, man. Like, he's insanely good. Who should the Bucs target in free agency? I don't even know who the upcoming free agents are, but I would say offensive line and secondary. Well, it's cornerback. Not a lot of cornerbacks, though. Just like one. And then offensive line. We need more depth there. The moral victory mentality Bruce had after the game. Yeah, I know, Siren. It kind of wigged me out. It kind of wigged me out. That makes me think that he's thinking like, well, let's just see what growth we can have for the rest of the year. You know, that's kind of what I thought. What do I think of Jeffrey Aduka from Ohio State? I have no idea. I'll have to look into him, though. Thank you for that. If that's not a meme, Nav. I know sometimes you guys hit me with the meme names. So, like Joe, like if somebody said Joe Mama, have you seen Joe Mama from, LSU? I'd be like, oh, really? Who's Joe Mama? And I'm not thinking. And then you guys hit me with the meme. So, I see that Zach Barrett jersey. Yeah, just went to the meet and greet. Got a signature, and it says Shaq Attack on the left and then the signature on the right. Very happy. Gonna get that framed. Gonna put it right there. So it'll be in every single video. I'm excited. I'm gonna get that framed. I'm very excited, man. That was awesome. Free agent corner is... Sendejo is available. He is available. He doesn't play cornerback, though. He plays safety. And right now, I think the Bucs have... you have Andrew Adams, who I think's been playing good, and you have Jordan Whitehead, and they're fine. And then you have Mike Edwards, so you have enough safeties there. Is OJ and Brait looking to play this week? Yes. Yeah, that's what they're saying, is that both are going to play this week. At least we don't have to freak out, not have to worry about a kicker in the draft. I know, right? Saves us a draft pick. Why didn't we trade for Trent Williams from the Redskins? Well, I don't know if you guys heard about that situation. He has cancer. Well, he had cancer. I don't know if he still does, but he had cancer. And the Redskins doctors told him that it was minor years ago, and it almost killed him. So I don't even know if he was physically able to play football, He's done with the Redskins, basically. Yeah, it was awful. The Redskins screwed Trent Williams so bad. They said a tumor on him was minor, and it almost went to his brain and killed him. That was terrible. Tanner choked a little bit. It happens. Would I leave Winston, then trade for like a 3rd and a 5th for Minshew? Maybe. I like Gardner Minshew. He's pretty good. I, for one, love Minshew. I like Minshew. He's good. I wish the Bucs went to the playoffs this year. Don't we all? We all do, man. James looked great in year 1, though. Should the Bucs draft a project quarterback in the later rounds next year? I don't know. Maybe Ramon. Bruce doesn't draft quarterbacks. He has only drafted one quarterback his whole time in Arizona, and that was Logan Thomas in the 4th round. And he had he inherited a Carson Palmer. He traded for a Carson Palmer who was 32 years old at the time. So for 6 years, he only drafted one quarterback, and he had a quarterback who was above the age of 32 his whole time. So I think Bruce picks a guy and sticks with him. He really does. Let me see. Very true. Secondary's weak. Hey, Michael, how are you, man? Siren, I think the offense is good. Need to center around Rojo. Indeed. Dennis, were you at the signing, man? She asked Shaq if he was ready for the Cardinals, and he said nope. But before I dropped dead to the floor, he said it is only because he didn't have practice yet. Oh, there you go, Dennis. I'm sorry I didn't see you there, man. You should have said hey. You should have said what's going on, man. Or maybe I didn't run into you there. Should Arians take over play calling from Leftwich? Maybe. I mean, Leftwich is scoring a lot of points and getting a lot of yards. The offense is done pretty productive with him. Justin Evans coming back. I have seen nothing reported on that. I have no idea. Teddy Bridgewater, man? Maybe. I don't know. Is David Johnson the last year of his contract? I have no idea. Get a veteran quarterback. I miss Brad Johnson, man. I'm trying to do a video on, let me see if I can find it here. I'm trying to do a video on this DVD, and reviewing it and talking about the journey from the Bucs Super Bowl. And I want to mention Brad Johnson because he's super underrated. Brad Johnson is super underrated. Bucs might have... Oh, I saw the rumor about Andy Dalton in the offseason. I think Jason California... I don't even know. Jason California or something like that did it. That's crazy, man. I don't know how Dalton be any better than Winston in this situation. Good with Dalton. We should have got Ramsey, man. Hey, they give two first-round draft picks to get Ramsey. That's crazy. That is crazy. What about Josh Newman from the Redskins? Josh Norman. Win the trade. I think they might wait till free agency for Josh Norman. Can't wait for that Brad Johnson video. That'll be fun, man. I was pretty early, to be honest. I had to get out because I had to watch the Duke game, but overall, Shaq's a really chill guy. Yeah, he really is. Shaq's a super chill guy. He is super chill. Shaq Barrett's awesome. Love Shaq Barrett. I cannot say that enough. Winston is better than Dalton. Josh Norman is going to be free from the Redskins. What do I think about picking him up? I'd be fine with that. Yeah, Josh Norman. I know people have been really racking Josh Norman the past couple of years. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. We needed a corner and offensive lineman. Oh, yeah. I own that video. They gave it and a commemorative football giveaway with a subscription to Sports Illustrated magazine. Yeah, I think I have 2 or 3 copies of it. I just have 2 or 3 copies of it. Alonzo, I also think they would go for Patrick Peterson in the offseason too, try and trade for him. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Bruce is probably itching to get Patrick Peterson. Winston is better, but his turnovers cancels that out. But if you give Winston $26 million, you have cap 2 to sign a great tackle and cornerback, no problem, or probably Godwin. I think they have. Well, they're if you give Winston $26 million, you have to give Shaq a lot of money too. So yeah, they're going to be dedicating a lot of cap to a couple of players. How do I think our defense will be once Kendall Beckwith comes back? Hopefully better. Beckwith is such a mystery. I don't know if he'll ever come back. I want him to come back. I really do. I'm just not sure. Synth, how are you? 10-6? I hope so. I'm always hoping. I'll want him to go on a legendary 8-game win streak. Let me see. I don't think I want to be a Bucs fan. James Harden quarterback, career ending. Bought that DVD the year it came out. Loved it. Good memories. Yeah, I just watched it a couple nights ago. It's cool. It's short. It's really short. NFL films, short, man. It's short. I gotta say though, whenever I see myself crapping on the Glazers, I'll just remember Dan Snyder isn't the owner of my favorite. Dan Snyder is the worst owner in sports, I think. He's terrible. He's so bad. He's a terrible person, I think. Remember when we were a threat? Indeed, Jessica. Indeed. This is when we were a threat. Not so much right now, but we'll get there. Do I think we'll get new unis next year? Maybe. I don't know. VH3's contract, I believe it runs out at the end of this year. Or next year. It's either the end of this year or next year. This is false. Evans has his stats, 4 different mediocre quarterbacks, not just Winston. Mike had 1,000 plus yards with McCown. Indeed he did. I love Love Mike Evans. He's awesome. Dan Snyder's a dumpster fire. I think they should have picked up Claiborne on a 1-year deal. He played for Bowles. Claiborne. Morris Claiborne, the cornerback. He would have been good. I saw that there was some level of interest between both of them, but he took some other deal. There's nothing you can do about that. They probably offered him something. He just said no. 5 players that should be benched in the upcoming games like DeMar Dotson. I think they're waiting for an excuse to bench DeMar Dotson. It's just that Josh Wells has been doing so much worse that they can't do it. Like, Josh Wells is literally just as bad as DeMar Dotson. He's worse. Josh Wells is worse than DeMar Dotson right now. So it's just, they can't. They literally can't. They don't have the people. And they played Gerald Hawkins at left tackle. They can't bench DeMar Dotson because they don't have anybody else to replace him with. That's just a fact. Every time I've seen Josh Wells play, he's been getting murdered. It's been bad. Like, he's on Beninock levels almost, guys. Like, that's how bad. I have a feeling we're going to draft the defensive end from Ohio State. If we do, I'll cry. If we draft, oh my God, what's his name? Chase Young. If we draft Chase Young, I will cry. I will be so happy. He will be the most, him and Shaq Barrett and maybe JPP if you re-sign him, I will cry. That will be disgusting. No, they picked up his 5th-year option. Oh, okay, so it runs out at the end of next year. Sign Dungy as the new GM. The Glazers probably thought about it. They probably thought about it. They're probably just waiting for Gruden to retire so they can sign him as GM. That's what John really wants. John just wants full control. I am convinced that one day either Gruden or Dungy will be the general manager of this team. One day. Miss Monty Kiffin's defense. Monty Kiffin's actually up at FAU. He's actually at FAU now with his son Lane. I love the Kiffin family, man. They're awesome. This team has bigger problems than new uniforms. Yes, they do, Doodle. Yes, they do. We have to stop going to Godwin. Crowd likes the best Bucs page. Miss Monty Kiffin, period. I miss Monty Kiffin. I do, man. What's Evan White's former teammate, the LSU safety? That would be a good first-round pick for the Bucs this year. I can't remember off the top of my head, Kendall. Cannot remember. Let me see. Why did we stop going to Godwin? I think they're just double covering Godwin now. It's just one of those situations. Yeah, man. Mariota for backup quarterback behind Jameis. What do I think about that? That would be amazing, George. That would be hilarious. That would be funny. I think that Mariota is going to get a starting job with, like, maybe Chicago. My opinion. I think that he's going to get a shot to be the starter with, like, Chicago. Wells is on skates out there. Yeah, Wells is bad. Cam Newton or Winston? Well, right now, Winston, because Cam's on the IR. So, Light loves LSU guys. Yes, he does. Which is weird. He didn't go to LSU. Which is, it's weird. He went to Nebraska. Cam is done in Carolina. He probably is. Mike Glennon. I'm a Glennonite for life. I'm biased. You guys can't do that to me. Jason Light isn't a bad GM. Yeah, I agree with that. What about the quarterback from OU? Oh my God, Jalen Hurts. Love Jalen Hurts. I think he's going to be awesome if he gets the right coach. I think he's going to be awesome. He has the mindset. He really does. What about jersey? But don't know what's going on team next year. Brooks could also be a GM candidate. That's true. Brooks could be too. Especially with how ingrained Brooks is in the community. I don't know if he would do it though. Because if he loses, that really hurts his legacy. You know? In a way. In a way. People would literally have to say all the time, oh, remember how great Brooks the player was? Not the GM. But remember how great Brooks the player was? So, I don't know if Brooks would do that. I think he just wants to keep his legacy where it is. He could go for a double Hall of Fame induction, you know? If we had Chase Young, who do we take out of the D-line? Probably Golston. Almost positive. Should we sign an elite player in the secondary in the offseason? I would say yeah. I would say yes. To both those, Alpha. Both trading and signing one. Mike Holmgren. Because Mike Holmgren worked as well as GM for the Browns. Head coaches don't always make good GMs. Agreed. Agreed 100%. Maybe we should try Rondé or Brooks for GM. I would honestly re-sign the entire D-line. Mariota needs a lot of work, though he does. But with Chicago, you have a good enough team. I think Mariota's better than Trubisky. I think that Mariota's a pretty decent game manager overall, and when he has good pieces around him, he can win. So with Chicago, I think that you would just have better chance to win. Who's available next free agency? Jessica, I have no idea. No idea. You think we keep Winston after this year? Assassin, I think they're looking for an excuse to keep him, is what I think. They are looking for every chance to keep him, 100%, because that's the guy Light drafted, and that's the guy the Glaziers can make a lot of money off Jameis, because FSU, you have a lot of FSU fans that are Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans from jersey sales alone, so I think everybody in the organization probably wants to keep Jameis. That's just my personal thought. I have seen nothing reported, but I think that, it was Light's guy, it was Light's draft pick, the Glaziers, with Jameis's Florida connections, they can make a lot of jersey sale numbers off of that. Just, they're probably looking for as many reasons as they can to keep him. Sign Shaq Bear up to a $7 million contract with incentives up to $4 million for 3 years. There you go. Pick up Bridgewater. The Glenninator. I'm a Glennonite for life, man. I'm a Glennonite for life, Patrick. Love Glennon. I wish he came back. I wish he did. Apparently there was some interest there this past offseason, but Glennon went to the Raiders. So, do I think Jameis would be the best option in quarterback next year? I have no idea. There's a lot. There's going to be a lot of interesting quarterbacks out there, like a lot. So, I don't know if he would be the best option. I couldn't tell you. Let me see. Minshew. Michael Clayton really wants Derek Brooks working for the Bucs. I love Michael Clayton. He's awesome. Ronde is smart enough to be a GM. Yeah, he is. I'd love to go back to the cream circle, Kells. I would love to go back to the creamsicles. Draft position, where will we draft? Is that what you're asking, Caden? I'm not sure. Wells is terrible. Dungy GM. 7-9. If we end up 7-9, would you guys be happy? I would be happy. At least it looks better than 6-10 or 5-11. You know what I mean? It looks better. Bruce the GM, basically. Who signs the free agent? Primarily GM or the head coach. It's usually the GM. I think we got to stop looking at the franchise, favorite quarterback, solid choice, team ownership, and eventually the fans can get behind. I agree, Patrick. I agree. It starts from the top down, It starts from the top down. Light as a burner account so you can keep him. Rick, it's not Jason. Jameis 1-of-1 is not Jason. I wish it was. Because that would be amazing, but it's not. Yeah, if Winston does leave, he would definitely get so much money from Chicago. He would, 100%. Look at what the Ravens did. What did the Ravens do? Oh, they replaced Flacco with Lamar Jackson. Is that what you're saying, Patrick? I don't want Jameis. You're going to pay him big. We're losing, but I feel like we're getting better. I wouldn't be mad. You know what's weird is we haven't heard anything about contract negotiations. Like with Dak Prescott and the other quarterbacks, who have had contracts coming up, we would hear almost weekly about negotiations going down. We have heard nothing about Jameis Winston and his contract negotiations and how that's going. Somebody in the Bucs media needs to ask that. 100% they need to ask Jason Light that. For sure. Dennis, again, it's not Jason. I wish it was, but it's not. What would I do if Jameis left and won MVP next year? That'd be cool, as long as he's not on a division rival. But it would just be the story of the Bucs, I mean, if we get somebody who's good to replace Jameis, then I'm fine, Snap as defense coordinator. Seriously, when was the last time we had a good defense? 2002. 8-8 would be alright with me. Growing pains are expected. I would be disappointed with 7-9, but not unhappy. See, I agree with that, Patrick. I agree with that. It would stink, but I wouldn't hate it, I wouldn't be like, oh, he did god-awful. Christian, I think Hargrave's contract runs out next year. But he might even get released at the end of this year, so I don't know. If Jameis leaves, it'll be because he wants to. Yeah, Smallville, that seems pretty accurate. Progress is progress. The worst thing that happened to Jameis was getting drafted to the Bucs. Deshaun, I don't know if that's accurate. I think there's a lot of things that Jameis Winston has done that have been worse. Jameis is making a lot of money. A lot of money. I think the other things in Jameis's life have been worse and more embarrassing for him. What if Jameis leaves, go to the Saints on a long-term deal, and hurts us every year? Nah, would never happen, Synth. I would cry if it did, but... It's funny, what would the Saints fans do? Because they call him, a lot of... Not every Saints fan, but, the NFC South fan rivals, they always call Jameis crab legs. So what if he went to the Saints? They would be broken. Their minds would be broken. They wouldn't know what to do because they can't call him crab legs anymore or give him dumb nicknames. So, I think we'll draft a quarterback. Indeed, I think coaching is fine. The players trash. A running game in the secondary is all we need to be scary. Indeed, Vernon stay. Moving Dean to safety. Hardest division in the NFL. I usually say the NFC South, but this year it's been kind of down. So I'm gonna say probably the NFC West, because you got Arizona, you got LA, you've got the 49ers, and you've got Seattle. All those teams I think have winning records right now, except for Arizona. So NFC West is stacked. They're the hardest division right now, I think. I think we need to go after Tyrod Taylor as a bridge QB, draft a mobile QB in the next year's draft, some improvements. That wouldn't be bad, Patrick. That wouldn't be bad. But who knows? We still have to figure out what's going to happen with Jameis. Anybody else see improvement in our team? In some ways, Masail? Is it Masail? Some ways, yeah. I think that Ronald Jones is a big improvement. I think that Jameis is better this year than he was last year. Last year he was like a broken man last year. I think that the pass rush, having Shaq Barrett is huge this year. And I think our run defense is better this year. So I think there are, and kicker's a huge improvement this year. So there's been some improvements, yeah. I would say so. Do I think it's the owner's the reason why we can't win? I would say not, Rawl. I think the Glaziers want to win more than anybody because that means they get more money. And everybody wants more money in life. And I think the Glaziers want more money. So I think that, and they want championships. Because if they get championships, they can brag to all their other rich friends. So I think the Glaziers do want to win. 100%. It's just been tough. They just throw everything at the wall and try to see what sticks, and nothing's sticking. So this year, we still don't know how this regime's going to do. Obviously, we're only 8 games into their tenure, so things can still change. Obviously, and I think things will change for the better. I think that this regime will end up working out for the Bucs. But, I think the Glaziers do want to win, 100%. AFC South is tough. That's true. James Sneasley go to the Bears. Jerry Jeudy, Jameis. I would have said AFC North. That's true. Yeah, the Ravens are literally the only good team in the AFC North right now. You think we keep JPP and Shaq? Well, JPP's contract runs out at the end of this year now, thanks to the restructuring that was done, which is cool restructuring not cool restructuring by the Bucs. It helps them with cap room. So I think that they will try and bring back both of them. I think that they're only going to be able to bring back one of them, though. I think it's probably going to be Shaq. Probably. And I know I'm biased, but I think it would probably be Shaq. Lamar Jackson's killing it right now. Yeah, he is, man. He really is. JPP is likely gone. I don't know, man. I want them to keep both of them, but that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Maybe Shaq would favor, or not Shaq, what am I saying? Maybe Bruce would favor JPP more than Shaq because of his leadership, but I don't know if I see that, man. I think that if Bruce had to pick between the two, he would probably pick Shaq, but I would love for them to keep both of them. They have a lot of money. They're going to have a lot of money, so, but a lot of it's probably going to go to whoever their quarterback is, It's not confirmed to be Jameis. It's more likely than not going to be Jameis. But, yeah. Big money better calm from investments. Leftwich can go secondary. I mean, I don't know. I think Leftwich has been getting better. I mean, the team's scoring. The team is scoring. He's not great in situational stuff right now, but the offense has been efficient. We've been scoring a ton of points. Actually, this is the most points in an 8-game stretch that the Buccaneers have ever scored in franchise history. So, that's pretty cool. And I think that shows that Leftwich hasn't been doing as bad as people say. Just my opinion. I know that people really, are going to disagree. And that's fine, but I think the offense is doing some good stuff. Happening Jameis, team franchise tags Jameis, or he leaves to go to Chicago or LA. Whatever you do, please keep Godwin. Godwin's going to command a lot of money, man. I'm interested to see how much money he gets. I think Leftwich is showing some progress. He's young. Bruce loves his guys. Bruce is loyal to a fault with his guys, He is loyal to a fault with his guys. So it's interesting. Shaq is going to want us to back up to back up a Brinks truck to his locker. Yeah, he will. He really will, man. Shaq's going to want a lot of money. I don't blame him. He deserves it. Shaq deserves all the money he's going to get. I don't blame him at all. I'm going to be happy for him, man. Whoever gives him that money, I'm going to be happy for him. I think you have to keep Jameis. He has his bad games, but it's all about continuity. Yeah. Jameis should take a pay cut to make this team better if he cares about the team as much as he says he does. We'll see. We will see. Just woke up from my coma in September. Can't wait to see my Bucs this year. Oh, God. Who wants to tell him? Does Arians Leftwich let Winston call audibles at the line based on the defense he shows? Frank, that's a good question. I think somebody in the media room should totally ask Bruce that, because that's a solid question. That is a solid question. I'm going to go with Lefty and even Bulls. We are literally a secondary away from being division winners. Raul, I got to agree with you there, man. I really do. We have a lot of stuff in place. We have a pass rush. We have a pretty decent offense. It's been secondary problems, And Bruce has said that week in and week out. Young secondary. The young secondary's got to do this. The young secondary's got to do that. Leftwich needs to stop with the running in the middle on first down in the zone. It caused a lot of problems with Jameis forcing passes. I agree, Siren. Does anybody in this fan base care about defense anymore? I think we all do, actually. I think that's, that's what we've all identified as the problem, especially secondary. Cornerback. Light's missed on a couple of cornerbacks, not cornerbacks. He's missed on a couple of cornerbacks. But I like Dean. I like Carlton Davis. I think Carlton Davis could be our number 1 cornerback if he needed to be. At the very worst, he could be the number 2. And then I really like Sean Murphy-Bunting. VH3, he's fine, but we need somebody else. And then I like him, and MJ Stewart. He's inactive. MJ Stewart might not even last the rest of the year. He's been inactive for multiple games now. So, secondary is going to be interesting. Secondary this offseason is going to be interesting. I think that Bruce, my opinion, this has nothing been reported, but in my opinion, I think that Bruce is really going to try and get Patrick Peterson, like really badly. He's going to try. I know some people might not like that, but he would be really good for this defense, I think. He would at least know what to do. He would know exactly what to do. And also, moving from this year to next year, Carlton Davis will be better. Sean Murphy-Bunting will be better. Jamel Dean will be better. So, yeah. I think that Bruce is going to go out there and really try hard to get a cornerback. So, yeah, man. It'll be interesting. Had issues with calls in Arizona in 2-minute situations. I think, yeah, man, he needs to work on situational football. Godwin's going to command a ton of salary. Hope we can keep him. Agreed. Yes, Leftwich needs to be better in situational football. Yes, he does. He'll get there. He's literally still old enough, I think, to play quarterback. I think he's only 38 or 39. He is still old enough to technically be playing quarterback in this league. I think he's younger than Tom Brady. So, yeah, that speaks for itself. It's crazy. Can't wait for next year. Yeah, I know, Brian. I know. It sucks. There's still this year. There's still this year. So we'll see what growth we can see from the rest of this year. Maybe they finish with 8-8. Maybe they finish 9-7. Maybe they finish 10-6. Maybe they finish 7-9. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. Gonna go a few more minutes here. Might go till the hour mark. I probably will go to the hour mark. Why not? This has been a good conversation, guys. This has been one of my favorite live streams we've had in a while. I appreciate you guys for being here. Greatly appreciate it. We've had some really good conversation here. Really good. I got the Shaq Barrett signing. Got a couple of photos with Shaq Barrett. Got a photo with Devin White yesterday. I still got to open up the mystery folder. And now we've had some good discussion today, man. It's been good. It has been good. You guys have given me a lot of good discussion today. I think the Cowboys had their former backup calling plays this year. Yeah, I think Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is their offensive coordinator, so like, it's a lot. If you don't think Winston's a franchise player, why would you tag him? I think I would say that the reason is that they're still trying to figure that out, but you could say that that's been the last 5 years. I think the only reason that you would tag him is that Bruce says that he wants to see another year from Jameis, We'll see. Like I said, I think they want a reason to bring him back, because of his ties to Florida State and his ties to the state of Florida and everything, and it's Jason Light's guy that he drafted, So somebody asked me a question on Devin White. I didn't get to read it earlier. That's my bad. Let me see. I think we need to fix our secondary before we get rid of Jameis. Let me see, but it's hard to find some talent like that. Hey, Eric, I'm doing good, man. How you doing? I'm so sick of the Bucs getting picked on and trashed by media and Reddit subs. Lol. Can't blame them, though. Agreed, Rawl. I mean, it's easy pickings, My thoughts on Devin White right now, I think he's getting better. He's getting better every game. He had the knee injury. I told him that when I saw him. I said, man, you're bouncing back awesome from that knee injury. And he had an awesome game on Sunday. He did. He had an awesome game on Sunday. He's getting better every week. He's getting more comfortable. I think when Devin White gets, super comfortable in the defense, he's going to be a problem. He already has been getting way better. Levante's contract, I think, runs out at the end of next year. I think. Will Matt Gay go down as the best pick of the Bucs in the last 2 years? I would say no, David. Probably not. I would say Vita Vea probably will. Vita Vea will, 100%. Good, Eric. My Halloween was fine. Just hung out. Actually saw a Halloween YouTuber. His name's Mac. He has the YouTube channel called Haunt Informer. Love it. Love his channel. So I went to his haunted house, and it was fun. Matt Gay blew the Giants game. Bucs Reddit sub is entertaining. It is. I'm on there. I love the Bucs Reddit. They got some good stuff over there. Dennis Drake can't win games if your defense can't stop the other team. That is accurate. We can't even get off the field on third down. If we go 8-8, do we let Winston walk and try free agency or sign him to a 1-year prove-it deal contract if possible? I think Winston would want a long-term deal, Patrick, if he has the opportunity to do so. So I think that you either let him go into free agency and just decide to go get a different quarterback, because there's three things. You franchise tag him, you let him go, or you sign him to a long-term deal. Those are the three things. And I know that you can say that for every player, but with Jameis, I don't think he takes a short-term deal, How many defensive backs will be drafted next year? By us? Probably maybe 1, 2, maybe 2 at the most. Vita Vea is an absolute unit, slowly becoming my favorite Buck. I love Vita Vea, man. He's awesome. If Winston walked, he would go somewhere else. Yeah, he would get paid by another team, 100%. The Bears would give him so much money. Do I follow any other teams to suppress the pain you have for the Bucs? Nope, Dennis. It's all Bucs. All Bucs. All pain. What do I think of our season so far? It's been rough. It has been rough. Alonzo, write it down. Winston gets the franchise tag? Probably. How much money would I give Jameis? I would give Jameis the franchise tag. Me personally. I would give Jameis the franchise tag. If I had to. If the Glaziers told me... Because you got to also factor in. If the Glaziers tell Jason Drop my pen. If the Glaciers tell Jason Light, re-sign Jameis Winston, or we're probably getting rid of you, you would probably re-sign Jameis Winston if you're Jason Light, you know? Like, that happens. That happens. Owners do that kind of stuff. They say, re-sign Jameis Winston. He's going to make us a lot of money in jersey sales. I imagine some kind of conversations happened before like that. So, I think Jason Light would give him the franchise tag. If I was Jason Light, I would probably give Jameis Winston the franchise tag. You know? Vita Vea is a beast. I was so wrong about him. Well, you know. It's all good, Patrick. Vita Vea has been amazing. He's been really good. Ray J is going to be so empty. Not sure how the Cards fans travel. I'll be there, Rawl. I'll be there. Me and Gabby will be there. We'll be watching the game. Bruce's revenge game. I'm ready for Bruce's revenge game. Hopefully it goes well. I want it to go well. Yeah, I want it to go well. Ray J is, what did I say? The Bucs are the only reason to watch football. Football is such a crap show these days. I hope the Bucs win big on Thursday. They better, man. I'll be there. I'll be vlogging it, I think. I think I will. We'll see. Godwin's my favorite. I just hope we keep him. Yeah, man, I do too. I doubt Evans will ever leave. No, Evans needs to retire as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I know that, like, people make that, you know, oh, well, you know, eventually they leave. But, like, I want Mike Evans to have a Larry Fitzgerald career where he stays forever and then retires. He's the best. Like, he's so awesome. Love Mike Evans. He needs to retire as a Buck. 100%. Keep him for 17 years, you know? If we let Winston go, we are going to regret it. Why would you rush? Give away Tampa Bay's best quarterback in history away. He has most yards and touchdowns. Fix the O-line and defensive secondary first. The Bucs win big this Sunday. James from my favorite Bucs guy on YouTube. Thank you, Alonzo. I appreciate that. I don't know if you guys saw. I was promoting Tough Bucs, a YouTuber on here. I love Tough Bucs work. Or maybe it's Bucs Tough. Tough Bucs or Bucs Tough. You guys can go back in my community tab. Actually, I'll do it right now. Hold on, guys. Because I need to tell you guys about this guy. He's awesome. He makes some great content. There's talks of us trading O.J. Howard. What do I think about that? It might happen in the offseason. Maybe. But we'll see. If they franchise Jameis should hope that Dak Prescott gets signed first. Bigger payday. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ray J hasn't been packed with Bucs fans. It's just Florida. Yeah, but Florida's very fair weather, you know. Once they start winning, people will go to games. You know, that's just how Florida's market is. It's fair weather, you know. Florida is the definition. The entire state of Florida is the definition of fair weather market. Where if you win games, people will show up, and even then, it's not guaranteed. You know, like I think the Lightning have good attendance for the most part. I'm pretty sure they do. Tampa's 8, much love from Pinellas Park. P Park, man. 727. That's what's up. That is what's up, man. We are both from Pinellas Park. So there you go. Oh, we need to win for Evans, though. Wasting his talent at this point. I know, man. I know, Assassin. It sucks. It sucks. The personal accolades are nice, but, you know, Rays got some good... They did. Rays did get some good attendance during the playoffs. They did. Patrick, before you go, don't leave yet, Patrick. Don't leave yet, Patrick. I got to do a thing. I gotta open up the photo, guys. For those of you who don't know, I went to the Shaq Barrett signing, got the shirt signed. It says Shaq Attack right there, the signing right there. And I got a mystery envelope. And in this envelope, there is a signed photo. There's a signed photo of a Bucs player. Now, it could be a past Bucs player, a current Bucs player, a Buccaneers great. They didn't tell me. It was $10, so why not? I was going to take a chance on it. So I'm going to open this up in a second here. Let me read a couple more comments here. Patrick, I got you, man. Thank you for staying. Appreciate that. I'm going to open it up right now. So we'll see. We will see what we get here. Yes, sir. We're going to open up this envelope and see what autograph we got. They have a lot of stuff, by the way. It is Palm Beach Autographs. So, highly recommend you guys go there. It's in Tampa International Mall. They will be there until the end of December. It's one of those pop-up stores. I'm going to be going there buying a lot of these, actually. I may give some of these away, the photos that I get, so we'll see. But they have a lot of Bucs signed stuff there. They have Derek Brooks signed stuff, Mike Allstott signed stuff, Leroy Selman signed stuff. It's like a couple $100 each, but it's cool. They had a Chris Godwin signed football there for $100. So it was cool. It's a Guayo bet. I personally want it to be Mike Glennon. We'll see. I'm trying not to rip the photo. Or whatever it is. I don't even know if it's photo or what. Fixed O-line and defense. James will be fine indeed. Oh, God. Also, for those who weren't here earlier, there is going to be a Ronald Jones signing in the same location. That's Palm Beach Autographs at the Tampa International Mall. November 18th, there's going to be a Ronald Jones signing. I will be at that one. I'll be buying more of these mystery containers, so I hope to see all of you guys there. So yeah. So let's see. Why do I like Mike Glennon so much? He got a bad rap. He got Shiano'd. He really did. He got Shiano'd, guys. It was bad. All right, here we go. It is... Ooh, Anthony McFarland. Look at that. It's Anthony McFarland. That's actually kind of cool. I actually like that a lot. Anthony McFarland. Do you guys remember Anthony McFarland? I remember Anthony McFarland. I like this. It's cool. It's in like a little sleeve. See, look, it says it right there on the back. Booger McFarland. Booger. Yeah, let's go, man. I got Booger McFarland. Let's go. Sweet. That's sweet, man. I got a talk personality, man. That's sweet. Look at that, man. Got a signature and everything. Yeah, man. Monday Night Football, baby. Let's go. That's sick, actually. I was not expecting that. Yeah, Booger McFarland. I'm gonna tag him on Twitter. No, I know that's his nickname. I just blanked and forgot his nickname. I got Booger McFarland, man. That's funny. Oh no, wait, I don't want to rip it. There we go. Okay, it was just stuck on the plastic. The adhesive was stuck on the plastic. Yeah, that's cool, man. There's Booger McFarland. Yeah, he's been fine. He's been fine. It's actually really cool. Yeah, man. That's sick. You guys can get your own. They sell them at that store for $10. So, yeah, man, I got this. Might get it framed. We'll see. Yeah, I might frame it up and put it on the back. That'd be kind of cool, actually, to take... Maybe I take the whiteboard off and put, you know, some of these up there. That's cool. Booger McFarland, man. That's funny. That's funny. He was actually... he was an honorable mention in my greatest Buccaneers of all time list. So... yeah, man, that's crazy. I'll probably give away some of these, too. It's only $10, so, like, I'll probably buy a ton of them. Give some of them away. Possibly, so... that'd be cool, man. Booger McFarland. That's great. Look at this. The boy. Anthony Booger McFarland. That's crazy. Put up my Ring of Honor. Ooh, that would be fun to put up my Ring of Honor. So the store is called Palm Beach. I actually have it right here. Almost dropped this. It's called Palm Beach Signings, I believe. Palm Beach Autographs, guys. It's actually their 20th anniversary this year. I talked to the owner of the store. I said, you know, congratulations. He's the owner of the... They have 3 stores. They have one in Jacksonville, one on the east coast of Florida, and one in Tampa that they open up every year seasonally. So, yeah, man. You guys can actually see right here. These are the upcoming... it's even more special because of Monday Night Football. Yeah, agreed. Agreed, man. He was injured during the Super Bowl, though. He still won it, though, you know? I wonder if they ship. I think they do, Misael. I think they do. But I'm going to be buying, like, a few of these. I picked this myself, and I reached, like, right in the middle of the pack and pulled it out. So, it was cool, man. I'm still going to Bogart. So much Bucs gear when I come down. Yeah, Patrick, you got to go to this. This is actually the upcoming autograph signings that they have, if it wants to focus. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of that or what, this is the upcoming autograph signings they have. So today they had Shaq Barrett. This upcoming Sunday they have Tampa Bay Lightning's player, Veselinsky. I can't say his last name. Is it going to focus? It's not going to focus. Yeah, they have a Vasi signing. They have a Kyle Schwarber signing. Then they have Ronald Jones. And then they have Kevin Kiermaier. So, it would be cool, man. You guys should go get some autographs. You do have to pay. I paid $40 to get the Shaq Barrett autograph today. But very cool. It's $40 and you get something autographed. You know, and that's awesome. So, it would be cool, man. It'd be cool. What's the website or company? Palm Beach Autographs. Yeah, so just Palm Beach Autographs is the name of it. I'll show you guys again. Yeah, man. Cool stuff. And they got all the information right here, palmbeachautographs.com. I'll post a picture of it on my community tab. No dates when I'll be down, but glad you got a Barrett autograph, bro. Yeah, appreciate that, Patrick, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, put in my Ring of Honor, man. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's funny. Booger McFarland. Of all the people I could have gotten, I got Booger McFarland. That's great. Here's just one more look at it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end off the live stream. But the mystery container contained Booger McFarland. You gotta love it. Gotta come up with a nickname for Shaq. He wrote Shaq Attack on there. He wrote Shaq Attack, so I'm willing to call him Shaq Attack. I've called him Sack Barrett so far this year. The Shaq Attack, Sack Barrett. There's a lot. There's a lot. We gotta come up with a nickname for Shaq. Awesome, indeed. What time are they open? How was the line for you? I didn't wait at all, Dennis. I waited 2 seconds, I think. I walked in, saw him. I said, hey, can I pay for this? I paid at the counter, walked over, signed it, shook his hand, said, hey, I'm James, and then left, waited until he was done, and then got a picture with him, which I'll upload later today on the community channel. So, it's cool, man. Shaq Attack, Attack of the Shack, Sack Barrett. Yeah, man. There's a lot. Okay, we'll go with all those. There you go, Patrick. Tampa Zaid, thank you for the support, man. Greatly appreciated. Go Bucs, man. Thank you for the $2 super chat. That's awesome. That Barrett jersey, is that like a practice jersey? No, this is a custom t-shirt. This is just a t-shirt. So this is a custom t-shirt. I'm going to get this framed, put it up right there. So yeah, man. That's funny. That's awesome. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end off this live stream. Keep an eye on these, by the way. Palm Beach autograph signings. I'm going to be going here a lot and getting these. I'll be going... Patrick, have a good night at work, man. Greatly appreciated. For everybody else watching, Palm Beach autographs, I will be definitely buying more of these mystery containers from them. That's awesome. I got a signed Anthony Booger McFarland photo for $10, so that's a great deal. Obviously, that's not what you're going to get in every single mystery one. You could get, like, a Mike James one. And then Mike James isn't a bad player, but, like, it goes from that caliber. Like, you get a Bruce Gradkowski signed one all the way up to, they said, like, basically, you could get, like, a guy who was only on the team for, like, a year up to, like, a Bucs great. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see, but I'm definitely buying more of these. It was cool. First one ended up well. Maybe going to get this framed. We will see. But, yeah, man, I'll see you guys soon. I'll be having some videos out this week talking about players to watch in the preview. And I'll probably even have a Buccaneers vlog for when I'm at the game as well. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. Hope you all enjoyed. But until the next video or the next live stream, I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now. Thank you for watching this live stream. Greatly appreciated. A lot of fun. This live stream. This live stream was one of my favorite live streams we've done in a long time. So, yeah, thank you guys for being here. Hope y'all enjoyed. But until the next live stream or video, I'll see you then. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs. See you guys soon.